Imagine waking up tomorrow with 9 brains, blue blood, 3 hearts, and the ability to taste with your arms. Now imagine that creature already exists. It can solve puzzles meant for mammals, escape sealed aquariums, open jars from the inside, and vanish in front of predators without leaving a trace. Scientists say its intelligence evolved completely separately from ours, which means if humans are one version of intelligence, the octopus may be another. And the strangest part? Most of its brain isn't even in its head. Welcome to the underwater world's closest thing to an alien. This is the story of the octopus. Octopus has existed for hundreds of millions of years, surviving mass extinctions that erased creatures far larger and stronger. But survival was never its biggest achievement. The octopus evolved something far rarer in the animal kingdom: problem-solving intelligence without a backbone. Literally, it has no skeleton, which means an octopus can squeeze through any opening larger than its beak. If its beak fits, the entire animal fits. That's a terrifying sentence if you're a crab, and possibly worse if you own an aquarium, because octopuses are famous escape artists. In laboratories around the world, they've unscrewed lids, crawled through pipes, unplugged drains, and escaped tanks that humans thought were secure. One octopus reportedly crossed the floor at night to steal fish from another aquarium before quietly returning home by morning. That's not survival instinct anymore. That's organized seafood theft. But escape behavior reveals something much deeper. To escape, an animal must understand barriers, remember layouts, and experiment with solutions. That requires advanced cognition, and the octopus has plenty of it. Humans store most intelligence in one central brain. Octopuses took a completely different approach. An octopus has a central brain, but around 2/3 of its neurons are spread across its 8 arms. Each arm can independently taste, touch, and explore its surroundings. In a way, every arm has its own mini-brain, which means the octopus doesn't fully command its arms the way humans control fingers. Its arms can make decisions on their own. Scientists have observed detached octopus arms still reacting to touch and attempting to grab food. Imagine your hand continuing to look for snacks after leaving your body. Honestly, some people's hands already do that in your potato chips. But decentralized intelligence gives octopuses an incredible advantage. It allows them to multitask at a level humans simply cannot. One arm can investigate a shell, another can block a predator, another can open food, all while the animal changes color and plans an escape route simultaneously. And that color-changing ability, that might be the closest thing nature has to active invisibility. An octopus does not simply hide, it transforms. Special skin cells called chromatophores allow it to instantly change color. Other cells alter texture. Within seconds, smooth skin becomes rough coral, brown becomes white, a visible animal becomes practically invisible. Some species can imitate rocks, seaweed, lionfish, or even venomous sea snakes. The mimicking octopus doesn't just camouflage itself, it impersonates other animals. That's less hide and seek and more underwater identity fraud. But camouflage requires more than biology. It requires awareness. The octopus must analyze its environment in real time and choose the correct disguise. That means perception, memory, and decision-making are happening almost instantly. And yet, despite all this intelligence, octopuses live surprisingly short lives. Most survive only 1 to 5 years, which raises a haunting question. Why would evolution create such intelligence for such a short lifespan? Scientists still don't fully know, but the answer may lie in how octopuses evolved. Humans, dolphins, dogs, and monkeys all inherited intelligence through vertebrate evolution. We are distant cousins, but octopuses split from our evolutionary line over 500 million years ago. Their intelligence evolved independently. That makes the octopus one of the best examples of convergent intelligence on Earth. In simple words, nature invented being smart more than once, and octopus intelligence emerged in darkness, underwater, without bones, language, or civilization. That alone changes how scientists think about consciousness, because if intelligence evolved twice on Earth, it may evolve elsewhere in the universe too. Suddenly, the octopus stops looking like a weird sea creature and starts looking like a preview. Now the story gets even stranger. Humans mostly adapt through slow genetic evolution across generations. Octopuses appear to use a faster method. Scientists discovered that octopuses can extensively edit their RNA. RNA carries instructions from DNA to the rest of the body. Most animals barely edit it. Octopuses edit it constantly, especially inside their nervous system. This allows them to rapidly adjust important biological functions without changing their actual DNA code. In colder waters, some octopus species alter nerve-related proteins to function better at low temperatures. It's almost like biological software updates. Your phone updates overnight, the octopus updates itself while hunting, and scientists believe this flexibility may be connected to its remarkable intelligence. But intelligence comes with a cost, a very painful cost. Unlike dolphins or wolves, octopuses are usually solitary. They don't build societies. They don't raise families for long. They don't pass knowledge across generations the way humans do. Each octopus is essentially born alone and learns alone, which makes their intelligence even more extraordinary. A lonely animal with no teachers still learns through experimentation. It observes, remembers, adapts, and sometimes even plays. In laboratories, octopuses have repeatedly shown curiosity-driven behavior. Some squirt water at lights, others repeatedly interact with toys or floating objects. One famous octopus learned to recognize individual humans and behaved differently towards specific caretakers. That means it wasn't just reacting, it was remembering personalities. Some people can't even remember passwords. Meanwhile, this sea noodle remembers humans. The octopus life cycle ends as strangely as it begins. After mating, males die relatively quickly. Females enter a final stage devoted entirely to protecting their eggs. A mother octopus may guard thousands of eggs for months without eating. She cleans them constantly, protects them from predators, and keeps oxygen-rich water flowing over them. During this time, her body slowly deteriorates. By the time the eggs hatch, she is usually near death. Scientists discovered that this decline is triggered by dramatic hormonal changes from specialized glands. In other words, the octopus is biologically programmed to sacrifice itself for the next generation. And once the babies hatch, they drift alone into the ocean. No guidance, no protection, no family structure. Just instinct, intelligence, and survival. The octopus challenges almost everything humans assume about intelligence. It proves that large brains are not enough, civilization is not required, and evolution can produce genius in forms completely unlike ourselves. A soft-bodied animal with blue blood and 9 brains became one of the smartest hunters in the ocean, not through strength, not through size, but through adaptation, curiosity, and problem-solving. The octopus is not just another sea creature, it is evidence that intelligence in the universe may be far stranger than we ever imagined. And somewhere tonight, deep beneath the waves, an octopus may already be solving problems we still don't understand. If this video changed the way you see octopuses, tell us in the comments what facts shocked you the most. And if you want more unbelievable true stories from the animal kingdom, subscribe to Stunning Wild World and join us for the next journey into nature's strangest secrets. Because on this planet, the wildest stories are real.